An ideal nursery is a structured setting. It forms the foundation of a child's schooling years. That's why it's called preschool. Otherwise, we would call it a school. So it helps the child to emote. A child who is separated from his mother for the first time and who is under the tutelage of a teacher helps to emotionally connect with a life outside of his mother's cocoon. He helps to share things. He helps to emote for the first time with a person who is not his parent. He learns to follow a structured routine in his day-to-day life. He spends those 2 to 3 hours. Ideally, we say that it should only be 5 days a week and not more than 2 to 3 hours every day that the separation takes place from the confines of his parents' house to this nursery school. And also he learns to express himself. He experiences somebody else's feelings. He experiences the peer group that he is sharing his thoughts, he's sharing his ideas with. He learns to be in turn to get his things done. He learns to follow instructions. He learns to sing along. So these are some of the initial foundations of his career, you could say. Not just his education career, of his career that he has to stand in line, how you compete with others. The competition sense is there for the first time. Otherwise, in the confines of his house, it's always he's the best. For a mother, his child is always the best. So here you learn that you cannot always be the best. You have to take up the second best or the third best, or go empty-handed in a competition. You learn success, and you learn how to take in defeat, or when you can't always win the prize. So these are some of the things which are taught in a very structured form, whether it is Montessori, whether it is any other form of preschool education that has been given. This is something that you learn when you go to a nursery school, which is why once again you learn to verbalize. You don't learn to write. You learn a pen holding skill. You learn to have dexterity. You learn fine motor and gross motor skills. So this is the right time in the development of a child wherein you learn dexterity. Generally, they say till 3 years of age you are ambidextrous. You don't know whether you're right-handed or left-handed. So you teach your pen holding, you teach your spoon holding. They teach you to tie a shoelace. They actually stimulate all your senses. They have methods where your sense of smell, your sense of hearing, different types of smells, the difference between more and less, high and low, soft and hard. These are some of the skills along with the child's development that is being taught in a nursery, and these are all taught in a structured manner. So these cannot be taught in the confines of a house, or some of the parents would say, I homeschool my child. But a child requires, they say that when your child or offspring is big enough to fly, you have to let it fly. So this is the testing ground before you actually let your child to fly. So again, I emphasize the need for formal nursery training or education, if we call it, is very, very vital for the development, especially in the current world where your child has to compete in a very advanced circumstance, a very advanced scenario where everybody else is very much focused on their development. Your child requires to be prepared for that, which is why again I emphasize the need for preschool training.